Hey everybody, it's me Stacy here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and this is our next Saturday with Stacy YouTube class number 504. Our YouTube classes premiere every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. sunny California time, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, or 4 p.m. in the United Kingdom. Our classes are full-length, technique-based, and completely commercial-free. Okay, completely might be an exaggeration. YouTube, Google is allowed to put a commercial in front before I start, and they're allowed to put a commercial in the back when I end. I have nothing to do with this, but there will be no commercials during my entire class, and they never are. We choose not to monetize our YouTube channel. If I don't like commercials, you don't like commercials. So welcome to Scrapbooking Made Simple. If you're new, we're glad to have you. I hope you enjoyed today's class. I have got product from Simply Defined, which is my brand of product. I have the next collection of Simply Defined kaleidoscope layering stencils. I have got product in from Germany when I was in Creative World, wahoo! But before we even get there, we have to do winner chicken dinner and announce the two lucky peeps who have won a $25 gift card to Scrapbooking Made Simple. Yay! You're like, wait, what? I want to win $25 and have free stuff sent to me? Of course you do, and it's super easy. All you have to do is post a comment below. If you are joining me during the live chat comments to the side, they don't count. You have to post your comment below, and it has to be nice. Just be kind. And I mean, your comment can be as simple as, hi there. Done. That works. It doesn't have to be about me. It doesn't have to be about the class. It can be anything that makes your heart happy, as long as it is kind. You will not see your comment up here immediately. Nope. SMS guy James on Wednesdays, Thursdays, he will go through and he will approve all the comments that are approvable. And some of the stuff we get is just spam, and you don't want to see all of that, right? So we just delete all of those and block them. But you'll see your comment, and then once all comments have been approved, we have a software that randomly selects two winner chicken dinners, and they get a $25 gift card in their online account to spend any way they want. And I have two winners here. They've got little check marks. That means that their money's already been added. Wahoo, you can go shop right now. And I'm looking at the names. Okay, the first one I can do, and the second one I'm gonna try. And really, God loves a trier, so I'm gonna give it my best effort, and I'll hold it up so they can see their name. And the point is, they've won $25, so forgiveness is it's pretty easy to come around when I've pronounced your name wrong, but I've given you $25. Are we ready? Okay, these two lucky ladies posted a comment in the YouTube for our YouTube number 503. Our first one is Ann Washburn. Hello, Ann Washburn. Is that you? Because if it is, you are a winner chicken dinner. Hi, Ann. Congratulations. Wahoo for you. Wahoo ka-choo. Now, Ann is either jumping up for joy, she is calling her spouse or her children, or she's calling her best friend on the phone saying, you've got to go onto YouTube. She said my name. I did, Ann. It's your turn. You just never know when I'm going to call your name. You may have been leaving comments for years and you finally got picked, or this could be the first comment you ever posted and you got picked. Either way, winner chicken dinner. Our second winner is Sandra. That was easy peasy. Hello, Sandra. How are you doing? It was my mom's name, but it wasn't really my mom's name. I did not know my mom's name for years and years. She was Sandra my whole life until I saw her birth certificate, and it was Sandra with an O. What? Anyway, that's a whole nother story. Okay, so Sandra Zare. Sandra's Array? Okay, I know it's not right, but it's got to be close. Sandra, is that you? Because if it is, I'm sure you're forgiving me right now. While you are going, oh my gosh, I won! You did. Congratulations to you. I'm so excited for both of you. Now, how do you claim your winnings? You don't have to do anything. See these cute little check marks? See those little check marks? That means we've already added it into your online account. Now, people ask, can international people win? Yes, absolutely. You spend the $25, that could go for part of your shipping, whatever it is. You spend it any way you want. Can people win who don't use their given name as their YouTube blog, username? Yes, if we can figure out who you are. Sometimes your YouTube username, we're able to take that and put it into our software and see if like maybe it's part of your email account or something like that. If we're able to figure out who you are, yes, you can win. Absolutely. And we don't just give up. I mean, we really try hard to figure out who it is. So congratulations to Sandra and Anne. You both have got $25 to spend on anything that makes your heart happy. We have to do the winner chicken dinner dance because it's just not the same without it, right? Okay, you're a winner, chicken dinner. You're a winner, chicken dinner. Wahoo, ka-choo for you. Congratulations to both of you, and I hope you enjoy whatever it is that you purchase with your $25 gift card. Make your heart happy. It makes my heart happy. Absolutely. All right, so today what do I have for you? Ooh, well, I have Simply Defined Kaleidoscope Layering Stencils, and as many of you know, Simply Defined is it's my brand. You're only going to find Simply Defined at Scrapbooking Made Simple. We do dies, we do stamps, we do stencils, we do paper, we do adhesive. Not a huge collection of what they call private label. Really only things that I couldn't get someplace else. And so I went and manufactured it myself. Now my designs are my designs, so that's kind of exclusive to me, but things that I couldn't readily find at other manufacturers, I went out and manufactured myself. Because our job really as a small independent retail store, and if you ever come to Canyon Country, California, drive down Soledad Canyon Road, or in the old Taco Bell shopping center, you will find Scrapbooking Made Simple, absolutely. But it really was, about not necessarily doing everything like some companies are doing, but picking and choosing what it is that I wanted to manufacture that I couldn't find at one of our more, a favorite manufacturer. Not every manufacturer can, or Sizzix can't manufacture everything under the sun, and Spellbinders can't manufacture everything, and Couture Creations and Creative Expressions, they all kind of pick and choose what they manufacture. And our job as a small independent is really to support those manufacturers, to go out and buy those products that they bring to market and support them, because if we don't, they won't be there. So when I started to manufacture products, it really was about things I couldn't find anywhere else. And that is how it remains. My job as an independent retailer is to really support the manufacturers out there who constantly are bringing new products to the market, are supporting the independents, and making crafting accessible. That's important to us. So I have a few things that are private label, but very few. If I can find a manufacturer who'd make something close to, then that's what we buy. I don't need to see my name all over everything. I really want to keep the companies that have helped keep me in business. I want to help keep them in business, and that's what we're all about here. So I have 2 new stencils for you, layering stencils. They're birthday themed. I have a super fun and cute Versus stamp set. So just like the Versus. So the Versus stamp set, could I manufacture this under my own brand and have them do this as Simply Defined? Yes, I think that they would probably do that for me. If I wanted this stamp set and I said, I want that under my own brand, I want it to be simply defined. But why? The Versus brand is amazing. Why would I not want to give credit where credit is due? Absolutely, I want it as a Versus stamp set. That way we promote that brand and more people learn about Versus. And you may not shop at Scrapbooking Made Simple, but you may go Google Versus stamp sets and see them at other places and other independent retailers and support them there. Yeah, so I mean, got a great stamp set from Versus. It's super cute. I can't wait to share with you. And then a product that came in from Germany. So I'm super excited to say that I have MicroFine glitter back at Scrapbooking Made Simple. We had to give up MicroFine glitter a long time ago. Manufacturers just stopped manufacturing it. And there's a reason why. It costs more. Glitter is glitter is glitter. So a gold glitter that's super chunky is the same gold glitter that is microfine. It all depends upon how it's ground. Kind of like coffee. When you put coffee in a grinder and you push the button and it goes, brrr, do you grind your coffee beans super, super, super fine? Do you leave them a little chunky? How much grinding do you do of those coffee beans? Well, if you leave them a little chunky, they take up more space in the jar. But if you grind them really fine, they take up a whole lot less space in the jar. So it's all about the manufacturing process and the perceived value, because microfine glitter does not come in a jar this big. It comes in a jar this big, but a jar this big is going to last you a lifetime. So manufacturers really stopped carrying microfine glitter. And because so much fits in such a small jar, it appeared to be super expensive, like $6, $7, $8 for a little jar. Not here. I love going to Germany to Creative World, let me tell you. Hands down, best ever. I've got 10 colors of microfine glitter. Cute little jar. This jar will last you a lifetime. Isn't that blue stunning? It's really gorgeous. Our everyday price is $3.99, and then it's on sale for 20% off. I have never had, the only microfine glitter I've ever had for $3.99 is mine, and I only do 2 colors, and they're transparent. When I saw this and I saw the price and I said, what's the catch? And they said, no catch. We'd love to sell it to you. And I'm like, I'd love to buy it from you. It was such a good moment. So 10 colors, they don't have more. I'm gonna work on that and see if I can work on that a little bit. But 10 colors for $3.99 for microfine glitter is a wow price. So we're gonna tilt on down. We're gonna get started for today. I'm gonna show you a couple samples, and then we're gonna start super easy and get a little bit progressively harder and make some pretties today. Today is about having fun and making some pretties. So if that's what you're all about, please stay with me and let me show you what it is that we have here. And hopefully you can take some of this and incorporate it right away in your crafting journey. It's not about how much you spend, it's about how much you do. Yes, we're a for-profit company. Yes, I have to make payroll every Friday. It's okay, I'm good with that. I want you to do. It's not about how much you spend, it's about how much you do, what you create, what you give to others. That's where the important part of our crafty journey is. So I'm gonna tilt on down. I'm gonna get started for today. Thanks for being here, and I'm really excited to have these 10 colors. Microfine, $3.99. Never, ever. Really, the only microfine I've ever had for that price was mine. And mine's only 2 colors. Okay. How cute is this, right? How darling. So, love this. This is one of my new stencils. It is a layering stencil. And here is the other. And we even have the sentiment from verses on the bottom. So happy, 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 happy birthday. And then it says, it's important to have a twinkle in your wrinkle. It's on the sentiment set. All right, are you ready to get started for today? Me too. It's gonna be a lot of black and white paper, and like I said, I think we're gonna start super simple, and maybe I will start with my first stencil, which is a layering stencil, and it's the little ice cream cone with the floral on top. 3 stencils make up the design, and it will take all 3 stencils to make this design. You can't use one of them independently of each other. They need each other. But what I did do was add an option, so we've got a little banner that's going to be part of it, and I was able to add a couple different options for the sentiments. So I've got happy birthday and congratulations and you're the best and nice job, and they all are going to fit in the little banner. Now the thing with my stencils is that they are a stencil and a mask all at the same time. The main area, you can't see through it when you put all 3 of them together. That's because they're acting as a mask and a stencil. So here you can see it open. And now here, some of it's masked off. And then when you add the last one, well, you can't see through anything anymore. My stencils also have little tabbies on them. Love my little tabbies. That allows you to tape them down in place and hold them where you need them to be held. They also act as registration lines. And on top of that, we have little arrows and A, B's, and C's. I don't know if I can, let me see if I can get them. So, okay, so can you see the little arrow? So that tells you that's the up direction. And over here would tell you, can I get it zoomed in? Would tell you that it goes out that way in A. So up and out, that's the direction you want it to go. Then I have another one here and my little arrow, and this one is B. So now you know that this is stencil B, and the last one says C. So easy to identify what stencil's first, second, and third. So easy to use. The stencils are A2 in size. So the finished look is about an A2, but of course you can make them larger if you want to use matting with them. And I'm going to start today just keeping it simple. I'm just going to go ahead and tape this down, and we'll do just some plain color for right now. So I always tape at the top. I tape at the bottom. And then I tape 2 sides. Oh, I'm out. Okay, well, no, don't throw my little thingy away. But I'm out of that one. And I'm just using some washi tape to get it down. So let's go there, and let's go here. So I've taped down 4 of the 6 tabs, and I leave 2 tabs here because I'm going to use those as my registration marks. That way I can continually layer on top. Now, I don't know if you can see that there are words down here, which means if I'm not careful in my stenciling and I stencil down here, I'm going to stencil those words where I don't want them. These words are actually meant to go into my little banner here. So I have an opportunity to either Be careful when I'm stenciling, or just grab some Post-it note and mask them off. That way I don't have to necessarily worry about it. In fact, I might not even want to stencil the top, but I think I'll be okay. So what color do I want to do? How about a light pink? And I'm going to bring over my blending. So this is from Woodware. I use it all the time now. It actually comes in this huge, I don't want to say huge, it's about an A4 size. And I've gone ahead and cut it up because it is large. So there's half of it. I cut it in half, there's half. Here's the second piece, and that leaves me this little one down here that I can use. So it retails for, well, when we have it on sale, it's about $4.40, and it's super thick plastic. Now you could get this and just split it between you and a friend by cutting it in half, entirely up to you. But it has really changed the way I ink, because I used to grab my inks and then put them on a piece of paper, and I'd kind of tap off a little bit. And then I'd come in and ink. Now, I ink up my mat because my ink stays wet. And instead of tapping off, I can just tap right into that and then come in and add my color. And I'm not wasting any ink. I like that idea. Now remember, I want to kind of stay away. I've got a pretty good banner there. Maybe I come up just a little bit. So I'm just tapping in and using my blending brush. And I haven't had to go back to my ink pad. I've got plenty of ink right here. All right, I think I'm good. Now I know I need to do my tabs. Remember when I said I was going to make those into registration marks? So there's one. And let's pull off my little mask. I just want to get some ink around those tabs, because when I go to bring my next stencil over, it will allow me to register them. All right, so now let's go to stencil number 2. So I can pull this one right up. And let's put you right here. And let's go to stencil number B. And now that I've got those registration marks, see? I can just slide my tabs right in where they go. And I've registered my stencil. See? If I had it like that, let me go back just a little bit. If I had it like that, well, you can see I'm not registered at all, and I'm way off and nothing's lining up. So I slide it down and I've registered my stencil. Or if I've done it this way, I don't want to see any of that white paper. This tab should be completely covering that white paper, making my registration lines. So once I get it down, and I'm going to cover the same 4 that I did originally. and just do my tabs on the same 4. And I usually go diagonal, diagonal, and then top and bottom. So my registration lines are diagonal from each other. Now, what color do we want to do this? Maybe a slightly darker pink? And as you can see, I still have some sentiments down there. So if I want to be sure not to accidentally get them, I'm just going to cover them right up. And then I'm going to go in and add a second color. And I'm just picking it right up from my pad. And I want to be careful. I didn't mask off I have a little banner up there. I didn't mask that off. So I want to be careful not to get it because I'm not sure what color I want my banner to be yet. Okay, let's see what we've got. So now I've got my 2 colors of pink going on. And now I bring over stencil number 3. And I can see that my arrow is facing up and my arrow is facing out and it has the letter C. So I know that's stencil number 3. Line it on up. And put it on down. And it should be masking pretty much everything I've already done. All those other colors are masked off so that I can't blend another color into it. I want to keep those colors true. So this is where lining up that stencil makes all the difference. All right. So now I've got the ice cream cone and I've got some of my floral. So I'm going to do them in 2 different colors. Let's see. The ice cream cone, maybe we do in the soft brown. Let's find a brown brush. And put some of my brown right down on my mat. And I can go in there and pick it up. And then start to do a blend. Now the ice cream cone is slightly tattered. So some of the lines are kind of broken. It's a tattered ice cream cone. So I think that looks pretty good. If I want it darker, I can add a little more color. I haven't wasted any color because I picked up everything that was on my craft mat. Love this. Could I do it here on my mat? Yes, but I can't see the color because my mat is also tan. It's harder to see the pinks and the yellows because my mat is a color, but on this translucent white, it is so easy peasy. Okay, so now I've made it a little darker on one side, give a little shading to it, right? And let's pick up our last color. What should we use? How about an orange maybe? I picked up green. Okay, let's do a little orange. And let's see what it looks like. Now this one also has my little flag post for my banner. Be a little brighter. Bright, bright, bright orange. And I think I will do my flag, my little pole in the orange. All right. I think I'm good. So I've got my ice cream cone, I've got my whole floral done, I've got my little pole or stick for my banner I've done. Let's pull it off and see what we get. What do you think? You're like, but what's supposed to come off the stick? I know. That's where we can come back. And I have two banners. One nests into the other. So I have two banners. One's a little, oh, hello. One's a little narrower, one's a little wider. So I can then line them up and decide what I want them to do. Where do I want them on? Do I want them right there on my stick? Do I want them going tilting up? Do I want them going straight across? It's up to me how I want to make those banners. So they line up. I could have it kind of up going to the top. I could have it kind of tilted down. I could slide it down a little bit if I wanted. What is it that I want to do? And I could have done them at the same time that I did. My stenciling, but I chose not to. I need the fat one. I want to do the fat one first because I want to shadow it. So let's bring that one and maybe we do it right. Maybe we do it right there. And I do I want to do the light pink? Now, I don't want to accidentally start stenciling my ice cream cone again, so I'm going to cover that up. Just like that. Cover that up. Super light. Done. I've added my first banner. Now you could stop here and add your sentiment, or I could add my second banner, which layers right on top of it. And let's tape it on down. And then maybe just a little bit of my darker pink. Oh, I don't want to accidentally stencil in. So I'm going to cover that up, mask that off, bam. Well, the light pink's really light pink behind it, but that's okay. Should have done it and reversed it, but that's okay. And then my sentiment. And my sentiment is up to me. I have 4 different sentiments to choose from. I've got nice job, I've got you're the best, I've got congratulations, and I've got happy birthday. How about we do congratulations? And that's gonna just layer right in there. It's gonna layer right in there. Let me tape it down and show you. So my congratulations is going to layer right in there. And then I want to be sure not to get everywhere. So I'll just add a little mask here and maybe one there just to make sure. And what color should we do that in? We can try the orange. I'm not sure I'm going to love it, but we can try it. And if not, then I can come back and do it in the black. I still have orange there. And just ink it really good. I think that's pretty good. Let's see what we've got. Oh, see, I got a little bit there, but not bad. Got my cute little ice cream cone, the word congratulations right at the top. Cute. And then I can cut it on out. And mat it to whatever makes my heart happy. Cute. Easy. Let's do it again and let's speed it up. So how do I wash these? With some Oh, that's not good. Let's not throw that away, Stacy. I almost threw away my happy on my happy birthday. Let's take all my washi tape off. And let's get some hand sanitizer. And a paper towel or two. Put them right on. Spritz a little bit of your hand sanitizer. And that ink is going to come right off. Will it stain your stencil? It might, but a stained stencil is a loved stencil. Every ink is a little different, so some inks may stain your stencil just a little bit. It's okay. So there's one. Two. And three. And I've cleaned my stencils up. A little bit of hand sanitizer, alcohol, whatever you've got in a bottle. Water, not as much. Well, depending on the ink. And then if I want to clean off my little palette, same thing, a little bit of hand sanitizer. And call it done. There we go. All right, so let's go again, only let's go faster and let's use some different colors. Grab a white piece of paper. Let's see, number one is A. A, is this A? This is A. Let's get some washi. One, two, three, four. And what color do we want to go with? I need to mask my little sentiments off down there so I don't accidentally stencil them where I don't want them to be stenciled. But I had room and I didn't want you to not have sentiments for the little banner. So I had room on the stencil. I'm paying for the whole stencil. I might as well put some extra stuff on it, right? How about we do like orchid? So let's pull my purple maybe and do a soft orchid. Or should we do soft purple and then orchid? This is me testing color. Ooh, those two are very, Decisions. How about we do orchid soft and then orchid dark? We'll try. So orchid soft. And I stayed away from my, let's do the little banner. Why not? Let's just do it. We'll figure it out. Okay. Take off my masks. Make sure that I've, ooh, Stacy, maybe I should have not taken off my mask so quick. Make sure that I've done my registration lines. Okay, now let's move to the next color and the next stencil. So there's number 1. Grab number 2. Make sure that I have it going in the right direction, up and out. Line it up. And tape it down. So I think I've got it pretty lined up. I'm going to go for it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Maybe I use Tide Pool. How about a blue? Bluey green? Oh, that's kind of pretty. Oh, I need to mask. I've got my 2 words down here. And then right in the middle on those purples, I don't know if that blue is going to come in okay or not. So maybe I grab that purple back just a little bit, that orchid back, and just in that center part, go a little darker in the orchid. Just in that center. We'll see. It's only paper. That's the beautiful thing. Only paper. Let's go back to my blue. Okay. Do I want to do this one? What if I did that, tried that again and just made my purple as dark as I could get it? All right, I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, so there's my stencil number 2. Take off my masks. Let's see what I've got underneath. And then magically, I know it doesn't look like anything right now, but magically you add that stencil number 3 and poof. It becomes everything. Make sure that I've got it lined up properly so my arrow is up and my arrow is out. If I have it this way and I can't see an arrow at the top or an arrow at the side with a letter, you got the stencil backwards. Flip it this way. But maybe you want it to go this way. Then you're just gonna do all 3 stencils with it flipped the other way. Stencils have 2 sides. You can stencil either side. That makes your heart happy. Okay. So I think that's lined up pretty good. Grab some washi. And let's do my last colors. Purple, blue. Let's grab my brown and bring my soft brown back. Now I don't really need to mask anything if I don't want to. You can see all the previous colors are not visible. They don't come through. All you see is white paper. If you can see a color ink, you want to make sure that you've got it lined up well. Let's do my brown. I can add a little bit more if I want to have some shadow and some shading. And I pick up all that ink. No waste. Okay, I think that's good. And then what's the last color you think we should use? Should we go crazy with a blue? Like crazy with a blue? Well, that's pretty crazy. All right, we're just about there. And we'll even do the little okay, there we are. Let's see what we've ended up with. Brown, got a little blue in my brown. Let's just add a little more brown, blend it in. All right. Again, so far all I've used is white paper. Ready? What do you think? I love them. I think they're darling. And then our sentiment. What do we want to say? We want to say happy birthday. Let's find our happy birthday. Line it on up. Cover up my congratulations because I don't want to accidentally stencil. Can you see congratulations right there? I don't want to accidentally stencil congratulations where I don't want it. And let's grab that dark blue. That should almost make like a black. And I don't care about masking above because I'm going to cut all that off anyway, even if I accidentally get up there. Oh well. And let's get our happy birthday in there. Okay, I think that looks good. All right, let's see. And now I can trim it out. Now I can make it smaller than this. I'm just kind of trimming along the edges that it had. Straighten out my cut. Straighten out my cut. And then I can mat it. So 2 different colors, both super cute. You have options, lots of them. Okay, before I move on to, I'm going to do the other happy birthday one for you and show you that one. And then we're going to get into the glitter. So all of this can be thrown away. Okay, over or under? Do I hit the trash can or do I not? 50% is over or 50% is under? What do you think? Over or under? Okay, let's give it a whirl. Oh, well, not bad. Maybe because they were big pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and clean off my little blending mat, which is what they call it. Greatest invention ever for $4. It's super thick plastic. It's thicker than a typical stencil. Really nice. And you just cut them to size. Okay, so now I've got that. Good to go. And let's take the next stencil, which is the happy birthday stencil. So it's happy, 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 happy birthday. Now these you don't have to mask off at all. You've got 3 different stencils. When they're put together, you can't see through it because they're acting as a mask and a stencil. Yes, they have your arrows up and your arrows out with the letter A, the letter B, the letter C. So let's grab a piece of paper and let's start with the letter A. And these I don't have to mask or anything. I can just go, go, go. So a little bit of washi tape. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do 4 different tabs because I've given you room to tape down, and I'm going to do diagonals on the sides. So that I can use these 2 as my registration. And what colors do I want to do? Do I want to make it do this one kind of girly? We want to try some yellow. Some bright yellow, some lime green. that's happy. And I'm just going to go all over. Get in all those little stitched lines. Get my birthday. Let's add a little bit more ink. And no masking at all. Now you could, if you wanted that birthday to be something other than yellow, I could have masked off that birthday, but I'm going bright and happy because it's a happy, happy, happy birthday. Okay. Make sure I've got my registration marks really good. Because I'm going to cut that off anyway. Happy, happy birthday. Now you could stop there. You could. But I have 2 more stencils to go. So let's bring over stencil number B and line it on up with my registration marks. And washi tape. Now stencil number B has the shadow to that happy birthday. So that happy birthday is going to pop even more. I moved it just a little bit when I was taping it down. Let's reline up. Make sure I'm in my registration marks just where I'm supposed to be. Okay, I think that looks good. Well, did I just move it again? It's only paper. If I don't like it, I'll do it again. I can flip on the back side, flip it over, and start all over again. And let's see what we get when we do this one. Anybody have a color? How about blue? Again, I don't need to mask anything because the stencil is acting as a mask. Can you see how I can't stencil over that happy right there. My happies are underneath it. So I don't have to worry about my colors blending. And can you see that my birthday in yellow is masked off, and what you see is going to be the shadow for that birthday? So I get to just go in and do my color. and stencil away. So now I've got my two happies done. They haven't blended with my yellow at all. And now I'm going to come down and do my birthday. And that's going to act as a shadow to that birthday to really make it pop. Can you see what I've done? So let's pull it off and see what we've got. Now, I could be done. Look at that. But I have one more stencil to go. One more stencil to go. Stencil number C. I want to make sure that I can see that the arrows are pointing in the right direction and that I can see here that it has the arrow pointing out and the letter C. And then I line it up and we do our last color. Washi tape. Ooh, I am almost out of washi tape. Yikes. So one on, let me make sure I've got it all centered. Yep, that looks good on my registration marks and that looks good. So that it takes all the guesswork out, having those registration marks, whether you've lined it up properly or not. Takes the guesswork out of it for you. And that's half the battle of crafting sometimes, is making sure you've got it where it's supposed to be. Okay, and what color? So blue, how about hot pink? Hot pink. And the other happies are being hidden, so I can't accidentally blend my hot pink into my blue and my yellow. And I'm picking up all my color and using all my color. And my last one. And I'm good. All right, happy, 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 happy birthday. Talk about a fast and easy birthday card. And the colors you choose, that's what it becomes. Happy, 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 happy birthday. Now you don't have to do 3 colors. You don't. You could keep them just very simple. Let's clean up my happy birthday. And so I'm going to peel these off. Maybe put some of them over here because I'm running out of washi tape. And let's clean it up. So I'm going to grab my paper towels and my hand sanitizer and spritz, spritz, spritz. And just like that, clean. And you don't have to do it on white paper. Take some of this and put this there. And there. And clean. Do this one at the same time. I got lots of pieces of washi tape over here. Just some hand sanitizer and clean them up. And then start again. What if we did it on some colored paper? What color do we want to play with? Do it on yellow? That too bright? Oh, that's green. I wanted blue. Do you see blue anywhere in here? I feel like it's right here, but I don't see it. No, that's green. I keep going to the green. Oh! Is that blue? Is that the same color? All right, well, let's see. It's either going to be yellow or that, I think. No. Yeah, this one is a little more blue. How about we do this? Why don't we try this one? Let's see if we like the color against it. Let's try. So, no, that's pink. That'd be bad. We like that color against it? Or do we like the Tide Pool against it? No, Tide Pool's gonna be too close. Or the regular pool. Oh, okay, that might be a winner chicken dinner. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with pool. And we're gonna just do all one color. all one color, because maybe that's what you like. Maybe too bright is too bright. So I'm going to start with A, which is here. I'm using some Sizzix cardstock. Maybe you just need a simple guy card. And I like that pool. And let's just go for it. I'm gonna do the whole thing in one color. Ooh, that color's amazing. And I'm going to leave some highs and some lows. I'm not going to have it all the same saturation all the way through. I'm using all my inks up, pulling it straight off. Well, I blended those two. Oh well. Okay, so I've got my happy, happy, happy. Or my happy, happy, and birthday. Yay. Pull it off. Next stencil is the happy, happy with the shadow. And you're like, but how are you going to do the shadow if you're doing it all in one color? Well, oh, that's going in the wrong. Let's line it up better. There we go. So tape. Make sure I'm good. I think that looks good. Tape. Tape and tape. And this time I think I am going to mask off my birthday so that I do that shadow in a different color, because if I just add the same blue, it's not going to help me any. So I'm just going to mask off that birthday and come back in with my same blue. And do my happy, happy. Okay, happy. Happy. So I've got my two happies good to go. I masked off my birthday so I can come back and pick another color to do that shadow. And the only other dark color I have is maybe that brown. So I don't want those to go too far away. Let's grab the brown and see if I can do the shadow in the brown. It's kind of a soft brown, but we'll make it work. And it mixed with my yellow, so now I've got kind of a yellowy brown. But it's only white paper. Now, if you're worried about getting into the top happy, cover them up. That way you're sure you won't accidentally get your colors mixed. So I'm a let's fly by the seat of our pants kind of girl. And I'm going to make that brown work. Now that it's mixed with my yellow. all I want to do is get that shadow. Okay, I think I've got it. I think black would have been better, but I don't have black sitting here. So happy, happy birthday. Take it off. Oh, I think the brown is going to be fine. It makes it pop, but it's a completely different looking card when it's just one color. Changes everything. And my last, happy, happy. Now I could change this one and do a color in here if I wanted. Do I dare? You're like, oh my gosh, does she ever just stick with the plan? Well, frankly, folks, there is no plan. Can't she just finish what she started? Well, but when you're creating, you change your mind. Okay, what if I do it in the brown on that happy, happy? So I have, yeah, let's just go for it. Again, it's only paper. No, I can't stick with what I've started. This is a soft brown, so it's taking a lot more ink. See, look at how soft that brown is. It's just, and that's the color, soft brown. I didn't pull a bold brown. Well, because I didn't know what I was going to be doing. And there's 40 colors of Hero Arts cubes, and I don't want to have all 40 colors on my table. My table's small enough. Mr. SMS has me on a 6-foot table, and that's the space I get. Okay, so there's happy. So we've now created a guy card here. Or a sophisticated palette, the teals and the blues and the browns. I can't remember what year it was, but teal and brown was a very popular combination for a few years. Okay, and my last happy. Now I'm not going straight to it because the ink saturates in differently. And because the Hero cubes are a felt pad versus a foam pad, it's kind of hard to get them below the stencil. And then when you do the ink saturates into the paper differently when you've applied it that way. So I'm prepared to take a few extra minutes and use my blending brush. And these are by Couture Creations, and they have little hats. So they come with a little hat so that you don't ruin them. You can travel with them and they're safe. Love the little hats. That's why we went with them. I know everybody now has the housing in blue and green and purple and red, so you know what color it is. I'd rather have my little hat to protect it. And then an SMS peep during a live chat said, just add the little hair ties to tell you what color it is. Best idea ever. I'd rather have the little hats. All right, we good? No, I didn't stick to what I said I was going to do. And then we get rid of all the noise. And I call the noise all the stuff around. Like all of this is distracting. So let's cut that away and then we get to see what's really there. All right. This is cute. This would be cute for like a little boy for a Western. I like it. So up to you. Do we like the hello, here I am, bright, hello, 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 happy birthday? Or do we like the hey, it's your birthday. Happy, 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 happy birthday. Everything changes depending on the color you use, the paper you use. It all changes. And these are simply defined kaleidoscope layering stencils. But now we take them to the next level. Are you ready? Okay, so I'm not going to be using ink. I don't think I'm going to be using too much ink anymore. So let me clean this off. Just so I don't necessarily wipe my hand through it. And we're gonna move to glitter. Now let's talk about glitter for just a little bit. Glitter is, it is a plasticky type of component, kind of a shaving, and glitter must come in, I don't know, 150 million different colors. I was once sent a glitter chart, and it probably had close to 200 different colors of glitter on it. Just the colors. Then it is how fine it is ground. So if you're buying chunky glitter, like for first and second grade projects and you're doing, or your class mom in the 6th grade and you're making a banner and you're die cutting your letters and then putting, glue and chunky glitter, they're pretty big, the shards of glitter, the little pieces of glitter. And sometimes when they're big, they're shaped like an octagon, or a hexagon. So that glitter is no different than a glitter that is more fine, that you might see instead of in the big, those big jars, you might see in a shaker jar, maybe at Michael's or Joann's or your favorite independent craft store. A typical standard glitter isn't as chunky as the glitter you find in an elementary school, but it's not as fine as a ultra glitter or a micro glitter. So there's chunky glitter, and then there's a standard glitter, and then there's an ultra glitter, which most of Stampendous' glitter was ultra glitter. And then there was MicroFine glitter. Now, when we started with MicroFine glitter, we bought it through Elizabeth Crafts. And I think the jars might be actually a little bit smaller than this. And when we had it, I want to say it was for $6.50 a jar. I don't know what Elle's is selling her glitter for. Could be the exact same price. It might have gone up. It may have come down. You never know. But it was a jar of glitter that was ground so fine, they called it almost like a polished silk or a velvet, because when you touched it after you burnished it, it didn't have that rough texture a glitter normally has. It was smooth, velvety, silky, and ultra fine glitter is almost like that, but the granules are a little bit bigger. I think my glitter is ground to, so if you have one piece, that's one. Mine is ground to 1/257th. So you can imagine if you've got one and then you've got 257th of a 1. How teeny tiny that is. And that's how microfine glitter is made. It's just ground finer, which means to fill a jar, it takes more, which means the jars are smaller, but the contents are huge because you use so little of it. So when microfine glitter got to be it got kind of crazy expensive. It did, and we had to back out of it because it got kind of crazy expensive. We started doing ultra fine glitter, which works well. It works well. It doesn't hold as fine of a line as your microfine. It's just like embossing powder. Do you know when you have a regular black embossing powder and you want to do words with it, super detailed words, it may, when you heat it, because it's ground not as fine as an ultra fine or what do we call a detailed for embossing powder. So when you put a standard embossing powder on something that has very fine lines, I mean super fine lines, when you heat that embossing powder, the embossing powder spreads. As it melts, it spreads. And the bigger the chunks, the more it spreads. So if you have an ultra embossing powder, is it ultra thick? Those are like big chunks, and when you melt it, it spreads. I mean, you can almost make like a gloop out of it. So if you have a standard embossing powder and you want to do something super fine, it may not hold the line. But if you use a detailed embossing powder is like a microfine glitter. It is ground so fine that when you put it on your stamped image with your Versamark, even on the finest lines, the embossing powder holds to the line and doesn't spread. That is very much like a standard glitter, an ultrafine glitter, and a microfine glitter. We have your chunky that you see in your elementary schools, and then your woo, or maybe you're decorating a cap or something and you want it bling. Then you have your standard glitter, which you'll find in most craft stores. Then you have an ultrafine glitter, and Stampendous is no longer in business. And then you have a microfine. My personal favorite is microfine because you can do so much with it. But when you can't get it, you can't get it, and you do the best you can with what you got. And for years, Stampendous with their ultrafine did a great job, but then Stampendous closed. Fran is doing licensed designing for Spellbinders, but Stampendous has closed. So when I went to Germany and I found this and I saw it and I saw who had it, it's like, are you kidding me? I've known you a long time and I had no idea. I had to have it. It does only come in 10 colors. I'm gonna work on that, but I'm gonna start with, I think I'm gonna start with the Happy Birthday, and we're going to glitter that one first. Are you ready? Because it changes everything. All right. And for $3.99 less 20%, I was shocked. I was so ready for them to say, oh yeah, $8 retail. Sure, $8. I think Tonic Studios, maybe theirs is $5, $6 for their, I don't even know if they have microfine anymore. I just know that it got crazy expensive and then it got very difficult to get, but I've got plenty. And it's like $3.20 a jar on sale. That makes my heart so happy. All right, so I'm gonna start on white paper. Are you ready? We're gonna tilt down and get going. Thanks for indulging me, but I kind of needed to explain. All right, for this to work well, you need to have an Essentials glue pad. You just do. This is what they look like when you buy them. We got a few that had damaged packaging, so we had to just put the two in a poly bag. But this is what it looks like when you start with them. When you get your glue pad, the pad is actually empty. There's nothing in it. And this is not a re-inker. This is the glue that you add to the pad, and you only add enough for the project that you're working on. You are not going to get these, and when you open them up, you immediately put all this glue on your pad and then think you're going to come back 2 months later and it's going to work beautifully. You only use as much as you need for the project you're working on. The glue pad has this little, boy is mine dirty. This glue pad has this little cover, and you want to keep that cover. Now take a look at my glue pad. It is not pristine, it is not pretty, it is, yeah, lots of little things are embedded in it, and that is okay. Does it have glue on it right now? Yep, it sure does. Does it have enough to, if I just wanted to stamp something right away and not add anything? No, probably not, because it's been sitting there. And every time I use this, I add a little bit more glue, so eventually it does become tacky. You want to keep this because this is what's going to keep the glue kind of airtight. Kind of saves the foam, it keeps everything from drying out. I use my glue pad. The girls made me get a new one because mine was so awful. They said, you cannot show that on camera anymore, and they opened a new one and they hid my other. I think they threw it away. Now the glue is water soluble. So if I want to clean this up so it's not so yucky, I can clean it up because the glue is water soluble. That means you can wash your hands with it. Comes right off. You can wash your stamp, whatever you're doing, your stencil, a little bit of water, and you're going to be fine. That also means that it's not a permanent. This isn't going to make it through the wash machine. No, it will not. You will, if you stamp something on your jeans and then add some glitter and you do it with this, it's going to come all out in the wash. Boy, wouldn't that be interesting? Wow, no, that would be bad. So if you really want to clean up, no problem. Baby wipe will start taking care of everything. I'm going to start with my happy birthday stencil. And I'm going to continue to go in the same ABC. And for this, I'm going to use my little spouncer here. For this, I'm going to use my little spouncer. And so I don't really need to have my glue pad accessible, but I do need to have the glue because my spouncer is now going to become my glue pad because I'm working on stencils. I'm not trying to stamp something up with my glue. I'm not trying to ink something up with my glue. I want to stencil. And in fact, bear with me a second. Bear with me just a sec. I'll be right back. Hold, please. There we go. I'm going to keep this one handy. I'm back. I'm going to keep that one handy because we might use that. So, because I'm going to use my little spouncer, I don't need to put it on my glue pad and then put my stencil down and stick my pad, my spouncer into my glue and then try to do it this way or try and do it that way. This is going to make a whole big mess. You're going to have glue, well, you're going to have glue everywhere, more than you need. So your little spouncer becomes your glue pad. Now let's go ahead and let's tape this down. With the washi tape that I've almost run out of. I'm taking a look to see if I've got more. Okay. So let's tape it down. And I'm still going to do the same thing I did before. Let's see if I can. I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to tape top and bottom and two sides because I still need to make my registration marks. That doesn't change. I've got my little spouncer, and I'm going to take my glue straight onto my spouncer. That's it. Now I might need more, but I'm going to start with less. Once I take the glue out of the bottle, I can't put it back in the bottle. So I'd rather start with less on my sponge because my sponge will eventually build up more and more glue as I add it, and I will need less and less. So I'd rather start with a little and maybe have to add more. And I'm going outside. I've got my little tab right there, and I'm going to spounce outside of that little tab, just like I was inking it. And I might add a little bit more. Just a dot. Come in here and make sure that I've got it done. Now, if I don't, when I lift this up, if I see that there's a place I've missed, I can lay my stencil back down and add some more glue. So you can see that I've kind of spounced all over. Now when I lift it up, yeah, see, I can see my center happy isn't so good. Can you see the birthday? And the top happy are good, but my center happy, it's not so good. I'm going to come back and I'm going to fix that, but I'm going to let this go tacky. I'm going to let this go tacky for just a minute. This glue is considered a two-way glue. That means that if I were to put some glue on a piece of paper and then close the paper up while this is wet and let it dry, it would hold. But if I let it go tacky, it becomes a different type of glue where I'm then able to take my glitter and kind of dust it all over the place. So it's got to go tacky, and you can leave it for, gosh, 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes, easy. So you could do a whole bunch of these and then come back and start your glittering. Now let's see, what color do we want to use? How about we use some gold? So MicroFine, not ultra, micro, and less is more. So I'm just going to take a little bit of on the back of my tweezers. I'm going to pick this up and I can kind of see where my image is. And then I can start moving it around. Can you see how it's holding to where the glue is? Now that I can kind of see what I've got going on, I can tap a little bit more on if I need. Ooh. And then I can take my finger and very gently just kind of move it over. And everywhere that glue is tacky, that glitter is going to hold. Now, I'm not rubbing like, but I'm not rubbing like so soft. You've got to have a little bit of friction there to move it along. And everywhere it's tacky, the glue is holding, or the glitter's holding. Then I take my inexpensive makeup brush. I'm desperately trying to get a manufacturer to make one of these, desperately, so that I don't have to send you to Walmart or the dollar store, because sometimes they have them and sometimes they don't. Go all around. And then because I haven't commingled my colors, I have my opportunity if I want to put this back. I can just put it right back in. A little goes a really long way. Now, I can tell you I'm not crazy about my middle happy. I told you I wasn't. I could tell right away when I glitter, or when I put the glue, when I lifted it up. So I'm going to reline it back up, because I've got those registration lines here and here. And you can see the glitter went right around them. I made sure that I added enough glue so my glitter could go right around them. And I'm going to shorten some of these up. And I can put it back on and line it right back up and put it back down. And then I can come back. I'm going to put some glue. You're going to glue on top of the glitter? I am. So I want to make sure I get in there really well. Any place I think I didn't do such a great job the first time, we'll try and see if I do better the second. I can pick it up. And I think I'm better, but it's only paper. We're just going to give it a try. Waft it for just a minute. It needs a second to go tacky. What about a heat tool? No heat tool. Heat tool's going to dry that glue too fast. You can blow on it. And what happens if you put the glitter down and it's not tacky? Well, once everything is dry, you're going to be able to wipe that glitter right on off. It's just going to disappear. It has to have some tack to it. Oop. Can I add a little bit more? That's more than enough. And then I can take my finger and start moving it around. And I can tell you that's much better. I lost the center of my A somehow, but I'm going to be okay with it. And then all this that didn't get, it only sticks where the glue is. So all of this is just leftover. You can decide to put it right on back in or throw it away. It's up to you. Use your inexpensive brush. And what I want you to see is that when I'm done, let me wipe my finger off. Okay, on my pants. But when you're done, the glitter doesn't move. It doesn't flake, it doesn't jump, it doesn't move, it doesn't come off, it sets. That's a little bit of happiness right there. A little bit of happiness. Let's finish this one, even though I'm not crazy about that A. I'm going to live with it, and I'm going to finish it. Let's go to stencil number 2, which is here. And let's line it up. And tape it down. And add some glue. And then come in and spounce. Now I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this because those P's have that little part of the P that makes the P. If I start doing this, I might move that stencil and bend that part, and the Y has a piece that may come up, and the H has a piece. So I'm spouncing as opposed to blending. And I really want to make sure I get in there well, but if I don't, I can go back and fix it. All right, let's see what we get. Wipe my fingers off. I missed a little bit of that H over there, but I'm gonna wait to fix it. So can you see the image? It almost looks like a watermark. And I've done the shadow too. Let's let it go tacky for a few minutes. Well, I can't wait for a few minutes, but let's let it go tacky. Wafting it makes it go a little faster. And we'll give it a whirl, and let's try the dark blue. This blue is yummy. Let's just take a little bit on the back and sprinkle a little here and there and a little here and there and a little. Well, you know what? I'm going to move it with my fingers on the birthday, I think. And then I can start to move it. And you can see it holding to the letters. So I just take my finger, and if I need more glitter, I need more glitter. But I'm a girl who wants to start with the least amount possible so I don't waste any. That's so cool. So I'm picking up, do you see these little tiny grains I'm picking up? I'm picking those up. And I'm coming down here to do the shadow. That's so cool. Okay, take it off the back of here. Look at that. Did you see that? I don't know if you saw that. Did you see that? On the shadow, like I take it out of the top of the jar. To get that shadow done. It requires so little. Oh, my happy came out fine. What am I complaining about? Do I want any more on that birthday? Do I want to see if I can get that blue a little darker? Now I'm not going to put all of this back into my jar. Oops. I'm not going to put the blue back in because I don't want to, just in case I picked up any gold, I don't want to have a mishmash. And frankly, there's not enough there to worry about. You can have a mishmash pot, absolutely. And then let's do our last one. And that is stencil number C. We'll line it on up. And do our last color. I think I'm going to do that happy green. And grab our little spouncer. And away we go. A little dab will do ya. Less is more. And you can always come back to fix it. No throwing away here. We'll glitter. And if we need to come back and lay the stencil back on top and add a little bit more glue and add a little bit more glitter, then that is what we do. No throwing away. You have to finish. And then if you say, oh, blah, and you have to make the sound, blah. If you do that, if you can make that sound after you've finished your card, your layout, your mixed media, your junk journal, whatever you're using these for, and you can go blah, then you can throw it away. Those look good. So I'm gonna give that a little moment. And I think do we want to use that green or do we want to use the red? Maybe we'll use the red. Maybe it's somebody's 4th of July birthday. Do you think that was enough? I always worry that's not enough because I know it will just wipe away. Those are good. Oh, Stacy, careful. Okay, I didn't smear it. Can you see it in there? I don't know if I can get an angle so you can see that it looks almost like a watermark. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's try the red. Plenty. Can you see how little you use and how long this will last you because of how little you use? Happy? Happy? Aw. A little bit right there. Off you go. Zoop. Happy? I got a little red in my birthday. I'm just going to back that on out. Happy, happy birthday. And then we can cut it out. And it's all glittered. Now, I hear you. You're saying, what if I can't see the watermark? What if when I put the glue down, it's just my eyes are shot? Trust me, I get you, honey. I'm right there with you. How do I make it so that it's easier for me to see what it is I'm doing? All right, easy peasy. Let's use a happy birthday again. Use the same one. Let's bring over a piece of paper. Let's add a little bit of color to this. What color do we want to add? Where it's a little bit of color, so hopefully we can see, but not so much color that it's going to distract. A little bit of yellow. Okay, a little bit of yellow. And then I'm going to wipe this off. A little bit of yellow. Let's line up number 1, which is here. Let's add a little bit of our glue right on top of our yellow. And let's start to dab. Now you can see where your color is and where it isn't, where your glue is and where it isn't, because you've got just a little bit of color on there to help you. You don't need a lot. You just need a little bit of color to guide you along. And if you want to add a little bit more, shoot, a little bit of glue. And spounce. Now I think I've got it everywhere. I think so. Let's take off. And now, oh, I forgot to do my, oh, I got one of them. Oh, remind me next time. I only got one of my registrations. Can you see that a little bit better? So now you know where to add your glitter. The ink isn't going to hurt with the glue. It isn't going to hurt with the glue. tells me where to add my glitter. I can take this and either with a baby wipe or, well, we might use it again. I might use it again, so I'm not going to clean it, not quite yet. So what color glitter do we want to use? How about the bright pink? And I'm going to go right over that yellow. But now I can clearly see where I need to add. There's no guesswork, no trying to find the shadow or the watermark. I can clearly see where I need to add. My finger, oh, did I let it go tacky enough? Well, we're gonna let it go. And if you're worried about that yellow, don't. What did I get in there that I am getting my H's all messed up? Yeah, I've got something in there on my stencil that is not making my H's happy. Maybe I've got glue on the back side of it. A little more glitter, because I can still feel that there's tackiness, and you don't want to have any tacky. First, you gotta let it go tacky so that the glitter will hold, and then you gotta make sure you get rid of the tacky. Okay, that's making me unhappiness. I'm gonna have to see what's in. I wonder if there's glue on the back of my stencil. Huh, I don't know what that was. See, I think there's glue on the back of my stencil. Because my H is just not right. It's just not right. And I don't know if I line it back up if it's going to get any better, because if it's got glue on the back of it, we'll see if I fixed it. Tiny little bit. Even that's too much. Nope. It's still tacky there. Nope, it's not going to make me happy. We're going to do it again. I'm going to wash the back of my stencil. And see if I do any better. A little bit of a baby wipe to get everything off. And let's try a second time. So I just turned my paper over. Nobody's gonna know it was on the back side. And we're going to try again. So I'm going to put a little yellow on my spouncer. I'm going to add a little bit of glue. And I'm going to spounce it on in. Make my registration marks. A little bit of glue. I wonder if if I went too fast and there was a little bit of wet glue and I moved it with my finger. I wonder if I didn't let it go tacky enough. And then up. And then up. A little bit of glue. And I mean a little bit. And then spounce. And up. So I think I've got the whole thing. You can see the yellow going on. Okay, that's much better. Much better. I don't know if the camera can see it or not, but that's much better. And I'm going to give it a second to go tacky. I'm wondering if there was a little bit of glob of glue, a little bit that was a little heavy, and that I put my glitter on too soon and I moved the glue with my finger. Better to leave it a little bit longer than to put your glitter on too soon. Okay. No, you can't use your heat tool. It will dry the glue out. You just got to give it a little bit of time. I'm going to see if that was enough time. And let's just keep with our bright pink. And I can clearly see where my yellow happy happy is. And I can see where my birthday is. More than enough. And then hopefully I've given it enough time to go tacky to where I take my finger and gently rub. So far, so good. I'm nervous about that middle one. But that yellow is disappearing from view. The glitter is covering it up, hiding it. Okay, yes, I'm better. Thank you for indulging me and letting me do it again. I feel better. Then I can gather all the glitter up. What's left, and there isn't any, there isn't any left. That's ideal. That's what you want. You want to have as little glitter left as possible. And if you feel a little space that's still a little tacky, just add a little bit more until you feel that tack go away. See, I still feel a little tacky on that P. So I'm just going to drizzle just a little bit on that P. Okay. And it doesn't move once it's down. Now we can move on. Now we can move on to number 2, which is here. And let's line it up because I did my registration lines this time. Thank you very much. And how about we use this really beautiful teal. Really beautiful teal. And let's add a little bit of yellow and a little bit of glue. A dot'll do ya. And let's bounce. And a little bit of yellow. And a little bit of glue. Tiny bit, because I want to do the shadow on the birthday. And let's bounce. And I'm not rubbing because I don't want to pull any of that stencil, any of the pieces that are part of the words, the happy or the birthday. I don't want to accidentally pull something up. Okay, let's see. So I can see my yellow, and that's going to tell me where to put my glitter. We're going to let it go tacky for a second. You know what? While we're doing that, while that's going tacky, I'm going to start a black one. And I'm going to change that pad from yellow. Now this doesn't have any glue on it at all. I'm going to change it from yellow to a little bit of white. Just a little bit of white. I'm going to put a little more glue on this because it doesn't have any glue on it. It's completely dry. I've got a little bit of frost white? Yes, from Jacquard. Because that's going to show up on my black. Maybe a little more frost white. A little more glue just to get it started. And let's do this one while that one's going tacky. A little bit more frost white, a little bit of glue, and now I'm building enough glue in there that I don't have to put as much as I did originally. And let's get it in there. Okay, let's see what we got. So now you are able to see where that glitter is going to go just by adding a little bit of that white. Now this one's been sitting long enough that I can come back and now add my next color glitter. And I want to add that beautiful blue, teal. It's like mermaid blue. Well, can I pick some of that up? And where I see my yellow, I'm going to cover with my teal. So in case you have trouble seeing it, you can do the same thing with your Versamark. You can add a little bit of a tint of color to something so that you can see where your embossing is going to go. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that cleans up. Look at. And I'm gonna take all of this and I'm just gonna brush all of that right down. To make the shadow for my birthday. I'm just gonna take all of that and put that right over the top of my birthday. And look at that. I have one more color to go. So let's do the one last color, which is Happy, Happy, Happy. And let's bounce it. So I'm gonna change from my white back to my yellow, just so I can see where everything is. Put a little bit of yellow on here. How about I put another little, put a little bit of my glue. Now my yellow's got a lot more glue on it than my white, so I don't need nearly as much. Think I can even do the third one on the same glue? Okay, happy, happy, happy. Yes. I can see my yellow. I'm gonna let that one sit while I come back and I do this one. What color do we want on this one? I don't know. We do the beautiful blue. And I can see exactly where I need it. Plenty. It's been sitting long enough that I should be able to just kind of move my finger, and anywhere that has that white is going to disappear because that blue is going to fill that color in. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. No, I definitely need more down there. better. Well, for the 10 colors they picked, they did a great job. And look at, I have none left. That's the goal. Oh, look at how pretty is this. Okay, so then I need to do my second happy, which has my shadow, which is here. And I'm a girl who's just gonna go for it. So I'm not gonna clean my yellow off. I'm just gonna let it be. I'm gonna switch the pad. See, it's got a little yellow on it, no big deal. Put a little bit of my white. Doesn't hurt my yellow pad. Or my white pad. My yellow doesn't hurt my white pad. A dollop. Be a little more, not too much more, because this pad doesn't have as much glue on it. And then let's go in and just dab. I can see my happy, and I can see the shadow on my birthday. I'm gonna let this one sit. I'm gonna bring this one back. So see, you get 2 or 3 of them going, and there's no downtime. And what color do we want on that? We want a green or that dark blue or silver. I don't know, the light pink. They're all, how about the you think that's too close? Let's try it. All we can do is say yuck. Well, actually, blah. So I will do that accidentally in an appointment with a manufacturer. I'll just look at it and go, blah. And the looks I get are like, oh my gosh, did she really just do that? I don't mean to, but it happens. And the yellow disappears. It's where I have happy, 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 happy birthday. Let's trim it on out. happy, happy, happy birthday. And then let's do the black. So what color do we want there? Maybe gold? Or silver? Silver, let's do silver. And we added the white to our glue, just so we could see a little easier. For us ladies of a certain age, and gentlemen, are, you know, there are ladies and gents of a certain age where, well, things just aren't quite the way they were. We get boxes in all the time that are like 50 pounds. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I lift them. Elena and I, Claire and I, we lift them, and we're like, we're ladies of a certain age. Do these manufacturers not know 50 pounds is a lot? Look at just filling in. Well, I do think I like my choice of silver. I could call it done there. That looks really good. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Okay, we have to do the last one. It's like, do we? Yes, yes we do. And then let's line it on up. Put it on down. A little bit of white, a little bit of glue. Maybe just a little bit of glue, a little bit of white. White. So that is the Color Box Frost White pad that we use. It's a pigment-based pad. It is a beautiful white, but look at what else you can do with it. So if you were using your Versamark and you wanted to see where you were stamping on black paper, you would use your Frost White. Ink up your stamp, put a little Versamark, stamp, and then you'll be able to see where it is you're supposed to be adding your embossing powder to. Okay, so I've got happy, happy, happy. What color should we do? The light blue, because I've got the dark blue, a green. Gotta let it go tacky. So while I'm letting that go tacky, what if I grabbed my ice cream cone, and let's do layer 1. Let's do an ice cream cone real quick. Washi tape. Oh. The struggle's real with the washi tape today. One, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna mask off my words. And I'm going to put a little bit of yellow. And a little bit of glue. That was my white. Darn it, Stacy. There's my yellow. A little bit of glue. Okay, done. Pull it off. That's literally all it is on that first stencil. Let's sit it there. Let's bring over a piece of black paper. Oh, Stacy, do I dare? Okay, I dared. I'm hoping that I have enough glue. I didn't put any more glue. Okay, so while those dry, let those two dry. Let's bring back over my birthday. And I've got a little assembly line going. Did we say green? What did we say? Did we decide the baby blue, the green, the gold? I don't know. So you'd prefer to not have an air conditioner on? Or a ceiling fan? Or a regular fan? Because this glitter is so light and so airy, it will just kind of waft away. Oh, I like the green. I like it. Happy day for me. Mr. SMS's 2024 birthday card. Don't tell him. We'll finish it up, mat it up, get it all ready, and well, you know me, I'll put it somewhere so I remember where I put it, and when it comes time for his birthday next year, I will have completely forgotten about it. Okay. Yay. Yay. All of them. Wahoo kachoo, right? You've got this. So I started with this one. And I'm gonna just wipe up my desk a little bit. Wipe, 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 and just like that, glitter is gone. Started with this one. How about we do maybe gold or light pink? Where's my gold? Gold? Light pink? Think long, think wrong is what I say, and I'm like totally not living by my own rules. So I want to cover up that yellow so it never existed. Oh, but I forgot to do my, well, let's hope I can line it up. I didn't do my registration marks. Let's hope I can line it up. And let's do this one. Look at how easy it is to see it. You just have to add enough glitter so that you don't feel the tack anymore. Oh yeah, that's good. So I don't see the white at all. I don't see the yellow. Now let's go to our second stencil and see if I can line it up. Wish me luck. So this one's supposed to go. I think I'm close there. And let's grab my yellow. That is the yellow. And a little bit of yellow on it. And a little bit of glue. And the first thing I'm going to do are those registration lines. Now I didn't mask off my bottom. I'm just being really careful not to go into those because I don't want to have, you know, if you could have You're the Best, but it's going to go right into your ice cream cone. And I'm going to go right over the top of that pink. Okay, and what color do we want here? Well, let's do our black one next. And I'm going to do my best to line it up again because I didn't keep track of my registration marks. I think I'm close. So the first thing I'm going to do, dip into my white just a little bit of glue, and I'm going to do those registration marks so I can see them. And I'm gonna leave that gold. I'm not gonna put another color over the top of it. Okay. So now I've got my next layer. I'm gonna let that go tacky. I'm gonna bring this one back. What color did we decide on? Did we decide on red? Okay. No, I'm gonna need more than that. There we go. So anywhere it's tacky, that red is holding. And now I've just got that little outline of the pink up there. Do you see the little outline? And I've got my red going on. No yellow. Let's bring this one back. Should we do red here too? And remember, I left this one just gold at the top. And I know it doesn't look like much of anything. Let's do, I forgot to do number 3 on that one. Let's do number 3 on this one. Down it goes. And have it lined up? Am I a little bit off? There we go. Okay, and then here. Here. And then a little bit of white. I'm not even bothering to change them anymore. I'm just going back and forth. The yellow isn't impacting my white ink pad at all, so I'm good. Okay, I think I'm good. See, now you can see it come to life, but we still have to add the last bit of glitter. Let's bring this one back. Line it up. It's a little crooked. Okay. Down, 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 down. A little bit of yellow. Shoop. Okay, I think we're good. Totally see where it is. Let's come back. This one's been sitting there long enough. Okay, so let's do the bottom maybe in silver, the cone in silver. And how about we do the top in that deep blue? This is so pretty. MicroFine glitter. It just makes the difference. It can grab all of those super fine lines. Super fine lines. Now, how are we going to do the banner? Well, we're just going to do it. Let's go ahead and pick out what sentiment we want. Congratulations. A little bit of glue. You're going to glitter that? I am. I'm going to glitter it. That's how special MicroFine glitter is. I'm going to put a mask so I don't get the happy birthday in my way. Okay, I'm going to hope I did it enough. We won't know until we know. So I'm going to let it sit there. I'm going to let it go tacky. I stenciled. Congratulations on that banner. We're going to let it go tacky. Let's come back here. What color do we want for our ice cream cone? How about gold? And what color do we want for the rest? How about a pretty green? It's kind of a leafy green, don't you think? And let's pick out our word. How about you're the best? And let's cover everything else up so I don't accidentally get some of it on. A little bit of glue. And you're the best. Hopefully we got enough. Time will tell. I don't know. Time will tell. Let's do this one. This one's ready to go. I'm nervous. Okay. Let's wipe down my table. So it's the glitter that doesn't really make too much of a mess because it doesn't get anywhere. And by when you put it down, once you put it down, it's down. I'm gonna do it in the red. And we're gonna do it together and see what we get. You're gonna see it when I see it. Actually, you see it before me because I can't see backwards. Did I get it? I did. I did get congratulations. Right on top of the gold with the red. Okay. Yum. Now, can you only use my stencils? No, you can use anybody's stencils. The Essentials glue pad is kind of important. You can't use just any glue. What do you think? Yay? Maybe? Okay, let's do this one. Should we do it in the gold? We'll do it in the gold. And you'll see it before me. Did I get it? I did. You're the best. Yes, it's there. You can read it. It came through fine. Oh my gosh. Yay. So these are A2 size, but you can make them bigger, you can make them smaller, you can slimline them. And I didn't even get to the stamps. I never get to the stamps, but the stamps are stinking cute. And can you do this with the stamps? Yeah, you can. So the stamp sentiments say, those aren't your gray hairs you see, they're strands of birthday glitter growing out of your head. Happy birthday. It's important to have a twinkle in your wrinkle. Your birthday came, your birthday went. Here's the card I should have sent. Belated birthday wishes. Wishing you everything wonderful that a happy birthday could possibly bring. And then for the ladies and gents of a certain age, as you get older, 3 things happen. The first is your memory goes, and I can't remember the other 2. So those are the sentiments. And yes, you can stamp with the sentiments. And you can glitter with the sentiments because the MicroFine is even finer than ultrafine. And if you can do it with ultrafine, some ultrafines will work. You can do it even better with a MicroFine. This time I need my pad. A little bit of glue on my pad because now I'm inking up a stamp. Not too much glue. One, two, three, A, B, C. Let's see how that one comes out. And do it one more time because that's the first time I've stamped with this. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Let's see how it comes out. We'll see. I could have inked it with white so that I'd be able to see it, but I think I'm 3 hours into this. Makes up for last week. All right, so I'm gonna let these sit for just a minute. What did we do today? Holy smokes, artichokes. We played with stencils. First, we just inked. We inked here, we inked on colored paper. So cute. We just, oh, that one came out nice. Where's my other one? I don't know where my other one went. Thought I had 2 of these. We inked. No, that's not it either. I'm sure I had a second one of these somewhere. Oh, here it is, thank you. So we played with Simply Defined, Kaleidoscope, Layering, Stencils, and we inked. And then we started to get into the glitter. And the glitter's just a little bit of happiness. Some I made a little bit earlier. How cute, right? That's an expensive little birthday card if you had to go buy that at in a store. Looks amazing. And I did this one, and I did this one. Right? And then we have our sentiments. Let's do one in silver and one in gold, and then I can show you what's on sale and show you samples. Ooh, this went long. I'm hoping it's tacky enough and that I'm not too early. See, I feel that I'm gonna move it a little bit. Add just a little bit more glitter. Okay, so there's the silver, and here's the gold. Can you blend colors? Sure. And I've glittered my sentiments. And it doesn't move. It's like, look, Ma, no mess. They don't move. All right. Wowie kadowie. Yes, that's an actual word. Wowie kadowie. Holy smokes, artichokes. Thankfully, it doesn't get everywhere. That's the important thing. For those of you who don't like glitter, this might be the glitter that you like. Okay, what's on sale? Essentials glue pad, on sale. Blending tools, on sale. Woodware craft mat, the blending mat that I use, on sale. All 10 colors of the glitter, open stock or as an I want it all. You choose. We've got the 10 colors, open stock or I want it all. The verses sentiments. And then my 2 Simply Defined layering kaleidoscope stencils. And and we'll do the color pad, because if you need the white to do the black, we'll do that. You can use any other color ink for colored paper, but you'll need a white. So I'll do that, and I'll do the re-inker too. And I think that's it. I think that's all. I am trying to get somebody to manufacture something inexpensive that I can just get for you, easy peasy. Okay, so between that, really the main things are your glitter, your stamp, your birthday, your stencils, your glue, your spouncer. So that's it for this week. But I did so much with so little. You may already have glitter. That would be a wahoo kachoo. Let's do samples. Pretty, right? And this is a top fold. Isn't that lovely? Look at how cute is this? And she blended all of her inks. What a cute kid's card. And this is probably an Inky Antics stamp. So cute. Here they used one of my old stencils and used one of the new Versus Sentiments. It's important to have a twinkle in your wrinkle. And this is one of my older stencils. Here's also one of my older stencils. Those aren't gray hairs you see. They're strands of birthday glitter growing out of your head. Happy birthday. This is one of my older stencils. Your birthday came, your birthday went. Here's the card I should have sent. Happy, 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 happy birthday. Happy birthday. As you get older, 3 things happen. The first is your memory goes, then I can't remember the other 2. Down at the bottom to make a 5x7 card. Wishing you every wonderful thing that a happy birthday could possibly bring. Happy birthday to you. And happy birthday. It's a top fold. Then we have happy birthday. It's important to have a twinkle in your wrinkle. Look at how cute is this. See, and she just kind of went with it. She has happy birthday kind of all over, kind of distressed and grunged and out. And look at how cute is that though. And I love this next card. Oh my gosh, I love this next card. This card is beautiful. It really is beautiful. That's done with pens and tracing the happy birthday and filling it in and then doing your little Zentangle. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Amazing. Happy birthday. You're the best. Happy, happy birthday. See, you don't have to use happy, 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 happy. That works just fine. You're the best. And here we put sentiments on the top and the bottom. Your birthday came, your birthday went. Here's the card I should have sent. Happy, happy birthday, belated birthday wishes. So you've got a sentiment here and down there. Nice job. And again, didn't use all of the happy happies. Have a great day, celebrate, woohoo, happy birthday. Here she fussy cut out the birthday cone. Bless her pea pickin' heart. And then happy, happy birthday. It's important to have a twinkle in your wrinkle. All right, you guys. Well, I definitely made up for a short one last week. No doubt about it. Hopefully some of you are still here with me. If not, oh well. I had fun. I love doing this, and I love finally being able to have MicroFine glitter back that's affordable. Limited on colors, gonna work on that, but even if these are the only colors I can ever possibly get, I am thrilled to have MicroFine glitter back. Oh my gosh, makes my heart happy. So I hope it makes your heart happy, and I hope I showed you something or refreshed something, or you went, oh yeah, I've got that and haven't done that in a while. I hope maybe you saw a sample that made you go, oh, I love it, I can do that. Or I'm gonna scrap lift that. Perfectly fine, absolutely. As long as we had a great time together, that really is all that matters. So, like I said, it's not what you buy, it's what you do. But should you want to purchase any of this, I hope that you would go to your local independent mom and pop shop or craft store to find glitter. See if they've got some glitter that will work. The stencils and the stamps are exclusively here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, so those you do have to come to us for. But everything else, by all means, shop small, shop independent, shop mom and pop, whether that be in store or online. All right, you guys, it's me, Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, with a long YouTube, but I had a great time spending it with you. I hope you had a great time during the live chat, and if you weren't part of the live chat, join us every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. sunny California time, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. in the United Kingdom, when we live chat during the premieres of our Saturday with Stacy classes. The next time I see you will be for our Make It Monday event, and this one is drop dead phenomenal. It is memory box, and it is a holy smokes artichokes, wahoo kachoo, make your heart happy, all rolled into one. It is not one bundle for $19.99. I have several small bundles, and the value is incredible. All right, you guys, have a great weekend, and I will see you for our live chat Monday afternoon, 5 p.m. sunny California time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Until then, it's me, Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Bye, everybody.